going on, guys? About to check out this video from Andrew Wilson. Actually, it's from Justin Reloaded, but it's about Andrew Wilson torching a woke feminist on Piers Morgan. Let's check it out, man. Check it out. Shout out to Justin Reloaded, the person I'm reacting to right now. Let's get straight into it. Hit the like button, share the video as well. Check out my previous videos or other videos in general. Follow me on Twitch if you want to watch me live.
You guys recognize this lady, and if you don't, you haven't seen the video that was already posted of Andrew Wilson absolutely destroying this raging feminist on Piers Morgan. But now we're going to get an inside look with Andrew Wilson's thoughts and take with Steven Crowder. Let's watch.
Nobody's going to listen to you. You're an aggressive, insecure man.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
This is going to go seriously.
Well, this is going to go viral, and a lot of people are going to take me seriously, and all they're going to remember is that I told you that you couldn't put down the Dunkin' Donuts long enough to make an argument. Now, can you make one or not?
That's funny as hell.
You know,
yeah, the Dunkin' Donuts is hilarious. Damn, that's funny.
This is schoolboy.
By the way,
tactic.
a real man doesn't speak down to a woman the way you do.
I don't care what you think.
Such a good clip. It's such a good clip. Answer the argument, or else I'm going to speak down to you.
Yeah, they're not answering the argument, and then now they want to dwell on him pretty much roasting them as like he's a bad person or whatnot. Just like, can I move my damn picture up? Yeah, that'd be way more helpful than putting in that corner, blocking Piers Morgan and whatnot.
Answer the argument, or else I'm going to make fun of you. This conversation will just be ad hominem attacks until you're ready to have a one-on-one discussion. It's amazing.
Ready to lose the hat and regrow the hair?
Hey, the commercials they show me is hilarious. The stuff they pump into me is crazy, 100%. But yeah, they trying to tell me something. They're like, listen, let me get your damn hair back with your bald ass. But yeah, you know, ads gonna pop up. They're gonna pop up because I'm broke. So eventually, I'll take them down. You know what I mean?
With Choose by Hims, you can regain your hair and your confidence.
The disrespect.
You're not a real man. You're actually very feminine if you ask me. You're a very feminine man.
And nobody cares what you think real men are.
By the way, I love the juxtaposition of your smirk. And I'm like, that's schoolboy tactics. Because I just was thinking Ebenezer, I'm as merry as a schoolboy.
Yeah.
Like, nailed it.
So rhetoric defined by Socrates, right, is anything which is convincing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. That's rhetoric. So when you're debating, there's two different ways to go about it. The first is pure logic, right? But people aren't that responsive to just purely logical arguments. They need to have like rhetorical flourish or also rhetoric, which leads into the logic, some way to implant it in their brains what it is that you're trying to say. This is how people communicate, by the way. People communicate through rhetoric and then intuitive reasoning, not usually through actual logical thinking. Like step-by-step logical thinking is not how we live our lives.
Yeah.
But rhetoric is very effective. So what happens is I always have like a match energy rule. So if somebody wants to go down in the mud, let's go.
Sometimes it's remarkable how we've heard me talk about.
That's exactly what you say.
I was compared to jiu-jitsu. I had a coach. He said, you come at me switch, I'm going to be switch.
Yep.
You come at me spicy, I'm going to be spicy. It's that matching intensity.
Yeah, you hit me. If you hit me low, let's go.
That's how I used to be in jiu-jitsu as well as MMA and kickboxing classes, right? And honestly, I've learned that you're not supposed to spar that damn hard, but you would think that niggas was having real matches in the damn gym, right? The way we was trying to knock each other's heads off. But it's only because somebody would go hard and then we just match the energy.
Everybody's always...
But I'm on that type of time now, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Talking about matching energy. You always, I'm bringing this type of energy. You better bring this type of energy. Nobody talks about it in terms of the debates. And that's because of this political correctness, right? But what Andrew Wilson does is he kind of embraces that MAGA persona, which is that, hey, I'll go low. I don't need to be politically correct. I don't need to virtue signal. That's what you guys do, right? You guys are the virtue signalers. I'm the one who's going to call you out. You're going to call me out with your passive aggressive digs. Well, let's go. And it's been extremely effective.
Right. But if you want to keep it in the realm of just a pure conversation, let's do that. Yeah. If you want to have purely logical debate with no ad homs whatsoever, and we're just going about ideas, great. You know what I mean? But most people, right, when they begin to lose in a logical sense, move immediately into the low blows, right? And so I learned very early on, well, wait a second. Not only can I do this, but I'm way fucking better at it than you are, right? I'm way better at the low blows than you. So if you want to go there, let's do it. And so you can make them lose twice in a sense, right? They lose their shit and then they lose on their shit. So, like ultimately you can beat them in two domains. What happened with that woman was she refused to make an argument.
Oh, they're going to say she was fat and ugly.
That too. But she refused.
Yeah. They going off right now, bro. Damn. The fact that they're not afraid to say that, though. Right? They're not with that PC-ish.
To make an argument, just refused.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I just want the argument, And so.
Yep. And that's exactly what is necessary. Argument first. And if you won't have the argument, if you won't concede and say that you have failed, which is, people think it's super embarrassing to go into an argument and then to say, you know what, I think you're right. But that actually shows humility. And that actually shows that you are dedicated to improvement. You are dedicated to progress. But see, these people are not dedicated to progress. That's a pseudo definition. That's a pseudo label that they've placed on themselves. We're progressive. But whenever you look at all of the progress, it's just deconstructing and destroying, the foundational things of Western values. There's nothing about it that screams progress.
So she got offended.
For people who don't know, she in that clip, because we didn't show the whole thing, where she was like, "It must be terrible to be your wife."
Yeah, horror. She started immediately.
You probably got a small pecker.
Yeah, on the whole, like as many low blows as possible. So I was like, well, I mean, you trying to
They started it. If they're gonna start it, then yeah.
Personally attack me is like amazingly funny. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's something I can take immediately.
Yes.
That is very apparent to everybody, and it's going to hurt you real bad, and it's not going to do anything to me. You know what I mean? So, bam, you smack them back. The other chick, right? Same thing there.
Can I continue this? Because we're just about at time. And for those of you who are not Rumble Premium members, click that button right there. We're going to continue for another, half hour here with Andrew Wilson. You can watch his
Luckily, I am a Rumble Premium member so that I can bring you guys the best of the best.
Which probably is, there's probably less friction than, he's more prickly, Andrew Wilson. And by the way, I was just paraphrasing that lady. He has a tremendous prick. All right, on with the show.
Damn. I know Crowder went that damn hard on his Rumble.
About the other lady, I believe, on that panel.
Yeah, well, I was just saying that this is an argument you hear from feminists a lot. You're not a real man. That's my favorite, because if you point out what the qualities are of a real woman, they'll say, how can you tell me what a real woman is or isn't, right? The double standards essentially are just endless. So, but yeah, I mean, ultimately, I would prefer to have, and you'll see them even on whatever podcast, I have 3-4 hour long solo debates with top tier feminists.
Yeah.
And they're not blood sports and brutal and this and that. No. In some ways, they're worse for the feminists, because I can logically go through every single
and destroy it. That's why they probably try to throw the personal insults, so you're not able to give your take. You know what I mean? So you're not able to show your perspective because they know that they have no kind of argument. I think that's probably what they're doing.
Single thing, step by step by step by step. But I actually vastly prefer that. But it's not everything that gets clicks, right?
Yeah.
These people.
It's actually not everything that gets the clips. This video of him with the feminist went viral on the page for the reason that it was fiery, it was intense, it was mean. That's what does the best. Now, sitting through hours long with a feminist and just talking logic without the rhetoric, without the spiciness, it doesn't do as well. And keep in mind too, it's also harder to follow, right? A lot of times whenever people are looking for clips, they're looking for something that's entertaining, funny, and short and sweet. Whenever we're breaking down somebody's line of thinking, it is a very tedious process, especially whenever you're just going step by step by step by step to get them to land where you're at. And keep in mind, they're also trying to get you step by step by step to get you where their line of reasoning is. So it is very intense, rigorous, long process.
People who are clip hunters, they want to go low. They just don't expect that the guy on the other end is going to hit back. It's not a thing that they're used to.
No, I understand that exactly. You know, when I started to change my mind, you know, if people watch them, if they watch them in their entirety, I mean, there's, dozens, if not hundreds of hours of it. And most of them are very rational discussions where a lot of people actually change their minds, right? That's the trick, is they're changing their minds. Then, of course, the clips are made of the really crazy ones, where now it's not even necessarily coming from me. That's just, you know, it's this world of AI aggregation. And then you had people who kind of copied the format where they're going, let's just do the version where we're going to get someone to flip their crap and go for the clicks. And that's part of the reason that I stopped doing it. I was like, you know what? It's kind of okay. It's kind of
that everybody and their brother was ripping your idea off.
It's
like, you know, point it out.
Glad you noticed. So I was like, you know, at this point I'm in my 30s, go down on like, and that's everyone else doing it too. Like,
everybody was doing it too. People were trying to get me to go out there and start doing it. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, I hate people. Why would I want to talk to somebody?
30s talking with kids on campus. The idea was to fill a gap that professors had left. But yeah, most of them are very, very reasonable.
And it was extremely successful. And the wave that Steven Crowder made it for people like Charlie Kirk to step onto campuses and to do it at scale and a bigger production level than Steven Crowder was. And it was effective in the 2024 election. If you were there or watching Charlie Kirk's live stream whenever Donald Trump won, he was able to go into the exact county of colleges that he went to and had debates there, and he had saw that they had flipped there because of what he was doing. So
that's hard. That's pretty cool. I guess there could be some positives from going out and talking to people. I still don't want to talk to nobody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not like humans, man. I don't. But tell me what you think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. Check out my other videos. I'll be dropping a bunch of them, trying to, you know, push that out there, entertain you guys. Also, check me out on Twitch. You should be able to find that somewhere on my homepage or somewhere down below. It should probably be a link, I'm assuming.